Today I'm traveling far, far from home, with no friends, no family, 100% completely alone, while visiting some of the scariest, most haunted places in the world. Everyone has fears, and so do I. Some things feed off those fears, becoming prevalent when you're on one's tide. I will attempt to explain the unexplainable while facing my own fears. I may have an answer while I embark. One thing is certain, I'm alone in the dark.
I can't believe you're doing this by yourself.
Kids in school would always, oh, there's the castle, and the stories were that parents would be like, if you're bad, we're going to take you up there, because it was a place for boys that were either orphaned or could no longer take care of them, or in some cases they were criminals. So instead of ending up in Folsom Prison with the adults, this was built for that. And it really actually did have good intentions, because once they left here, they had a skill, they had a trade, so they could go out and say, I can mend your fences, I can build your shed, I can put the roof on your building, I can tend your livestock, I can plow your fields. And some of them had skills of actually making leather work and shoes and things like that. So it taught them a skill, so when they went back out into society, they could actually be productive and kind of change their ways if they were wayward. But then there were some that just didn't have anywhere else to go, orphans, and some people just in those days couldn't afford to take care of their kids, and they could leave them here, and they became, that's why the name ward was that they're ward of the state. So they weren't inmates, it wasn't considered a prison, it was more of a reformatory. If they came here as a child and they were abandoned or they were orphaned, they could actually come here, get 3 meals a day, have a place to sleep. They worked, they learned things, skills and things like that. So it actually, some of them, they might have been starving at home, and they come here and they have, they may have never seen an egg before. There were some people that came out of here that are famous, like Merle Haggard. He actually was a ward here, and now he's a famous country singer that everybody knows in the world. So, and then some people were brought here because they committed a crime. Now, if they used this place to rehabilitate, they actually went out and said, I'm never going back to Preston. So it was hard work, which makes you not want to go back there, because you're working a full day until it's dark out, then it's bedtime. That might have enticed them not to want to come back. But some of the wards were here until they were 18 because they didn't have anybody else. And so, they considered this home. And I believe a lot of the spirits that are here, may have been people that are like, this is my home and I have nowhere else to go. I don't know where to go. So there was a staff person that was here, a female, and she was considered kind of like she was like a mother figure to them and took care of them and really, did a lot for them. And, because they never had a mother, they kind of looked up to her as such. But then there were a couple of the wards that were here that we're not exactly sure why they did it, but they ended up murdering her, rolling her body into a carpet and putting her in a room and locking the door behind her. When they realized her room was locked, they figured she was somewhere around. They couldn't find her, and they jimmied the door open and went in through that door and came out. There's an exit door. When they went to push the door open, they couldn't get it all the way open because her body was behind the door. And it was kind of a big tragedy here. And one of the boys that was accused of doing it, he had been tried twice for it and never admitted it. But eventually, I believe it was like 10 or 12 years later, he had told a cellmate when he was back in prison again that he was the one who killed her. It really hit the family hard, and we just really don't want to be mention her name or anything like that, and we don't ever talk about it. But it's one of those tragic things that happens at places like this, and unfortunately it happens to good people. There was another tragedy where one of the wards tried to escape, and he was actually shot in the back while running and escaping. So some of the guards were pretty rough with the boys and kind of overstepped their bounds. But then there were some guards and some people that were here that they really tried to make a difference with these boys. There were some pretty bad kids that you just couldn't help, but they still tried to help them until they were 18, and after that they were on their own, and they ended up maybe coming from a bad situation and coming to a good situation, but you just can't change those people. I think the biggest sadness is that some kids, this was the only home they knew. This place was one of the first places I ever came in that was like part of a investigative paranormal team. And at first I didn't believe in any of this stuff. So I was like, yeah, whatever. But they had a lot of cool equipment. So that was the one thing, is I wanted to mess with all the equipment, the cameras, the night vision, the K2s and things like that. And I'm walking through the castle and I'm locking the doors and making sure nobody's hanging out or hanging back or trying to sneak in. And I come down through the basement and I look down a hallway and I see a guy standing there. And I'm like, hey buddy, you gotta come, you gotta leave. It's time to go. We're closing up. You can't stay here. He just was standing there and I'm like, come on, man, we gotta go. I go, all right, I call him the radio, walkie-talkie, and I told my buddy, I go, hey dude, there's somebody down here trying to stay in the castle. So I'm gonna go get him and bring him with me. So he goes, all right. I went down the hallway and he started to walk left and walk away. And I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna have to chase this guy. And so I got down there, I kind of sped up and I got down there and I looked left and I didn't realize it, but the stairway that he went up, it's blocked off with a toilet that they had installed in the upper floor. So there was nobody back there. And I realized that was a shadow figure that I had seen. And at that point, I realized I gotta walk all the way back down that hall in darkness. And it kind of freaked me out. It gave, the hair on the back of my neck stood up. I got out of there pretty quick and I told my buddy about it, and he goes, yeah, it's your first shadow figure. That was the time where I was like, I couldn't explain it, and I swear I saw somebody down there. And this place does that. I've seen shadow figures in other places too. And that made me a believer, and that's what got me to come back. At first it was like once a year because I could only afford to come out here. And then I just started volunteering more and more and doing things and stuff, and now I come up here almost every weekend. There was another cool story that I was walking into the shower room, and I had two people walking with me, and I was kind of walking and talking, and then I saw there's a bunch of poles, a series of poles, support poles holding up part of the building, and I saw something go from one pole to the other pole, and I was like, wait a minute, and I had them stop, and I said, guys, back up, I just want to check this. And I had them back up, and I came forward. It wasn't our shadows or anything. I looked outside to see if there was a shadow, of somebody moving by the windows or something. It wasn't that. And then once I saw it, it went behind the pole and it was gone. Then I saw it go to the other pole and up the stairs, and it went up and around the corner. And I called the same guy I talked to about the other thing. I said, hey, I just saw something down here. He was in the shower room. He went upstairs and he goes, to the infirmary, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, he's here at the top of the stairs staring at us right now. So not only did I see it, he saw it too. There's another phenomenon that happens here, and it's an energy drain. And so not only do your batteries and your equipment get drained, but you physically get drained. It drains all of your energy. You almost feel like you can't even hardly stand up. You kind of get off balance and stuff. The batteries, some people will come in with batteries and they're like, I just bought brand new batteries and this thing's dead the second they turn it on. But I believe that the spirits can drain that energy, and that kind of actually ramps up the activity. When you go in there, you just got to make sure you tell them, you're not allowed to draw off me. I've got a pack of batteries, draw off those, but not off of me, because there's been times I've done spirit box sessions. When I'm done, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster. it's so draining that I've been asked to do it again, and I'm like, I can't do anymore. I can't do another one because it just takes so much out of you. All of your energy, you kind of feel like it ran a marathon or something. You just get so tired.
So I was getting a tour of the place, something that I like to do when there's a little bit of light out. And it was a couple hours ago. I was gonna start off exploring a little earlier into the night. I've never had this happen to me before, ever. As I'm walking around, I just get this sudden urge to sleep. This is a scary place we're looking at right here, but the energy just got sucked right out of me, and I had to come in my car and take a nap, like a power nap. I had to charge my battery. There's the castle right in front of me there. Definitely wanted to wait till nighttime anyways. Just wanted to know my way around before being in the dark. But yeah, I've never had that happen to me anywhere. I mean, I could have just fell to the ground and started sleeping. It could be an awesome night. I hope you're ready for an amazing adventure. I've been in there. It's even scary during the day. Can't imagine when all the lights go out. So we're starting out in the basement of the Preston Castle. Pretty spooky in here. Did leave the door open in case we gotta run. Not could be any running. I mean, you might if you were here, but let's go over here. What? I gotta change my battery already? Crap. Alright, just changed the battery. We're at 100%. So I was told that when they were gonna come and destroy this place, they pretty much just gave everybody free range to take whatever they wanted. I mean, it's a great way to recycle. I agree. But I mean, just to give you an idea of how close this place was to being destroyed, where you wouldn't even be able to watch a video here. By the way, you can visit the Preston Castle. They have private tours, they have public tours. It's not a whole lot of money, in my opinion, for what you get. Everybody's volunteer base. Big shout out to the volunteers here. Awesome people, very knowledgeable. They do it because they love it, so go show them some love. But yeah, like Jason was telling me earlier, they came in here and ripped up all kinds of stuff because they were gonna take it. They were gonna take a wrecking ball to this. Well, this is set up like a classroom. What the heck? I don't think I've been back here. This, I think, yeah, this is it right here. When I came earlier, this is where Jason saw that shadow figure, and it went up into this stairway. Actually, let's go that way right now. Oh gosh, oh, it just got Okay, so where we're standing right now is where my friend Jason saw that dark shadow figure. Just, I mean, there's nothing. These stairs go to nowhere. They blocked this area off. And he saw it just like it went up the stairs and disappeared from that side of the hallway to over here. There was a gentleman here, an elderly gentleman, on a night tour. Might have happened yesterday. He was walking up the stairs, perfectly fine, perfectly healthy, and he like buckled and like he felt something either push him or grab him, like he got attacked by something. I guess he's real sensitive when it comes to like spiritual things. Should we walk up there? My camera just got touched and pushed to the side. I don't know if you've seen that. You're not allowed to touch me, whoever you are or whatever you are. Did you touch my camera? I was in here earlier doing some B-roll with Jason, the one that was telling us the story, and this door, of course we weren't recording, this door just shuts all on its own, and I think there's a rock holding it in place. Can you shut that door? Can you do it again? Of course, stuff always happens when you turn the camera. What the heck was that? I thought I saw a shadow. Now there's another story. Jason's girlfriend Tammy, good friend of mine, and she didn't even share this story with me. She shared it with Jason. Maybe she just didn't want to let me know that she was scared of this place, but this really freaked her out. It was a couple weeks ago. They've been here for years, been coming here for years, and they're volunteers here. But she saw at the end of this hallway, which is pretty much the area where Jason was standing when he saw the dark figure. She saw, but it was different. It wasn't a dark figure that she saw. It was like a white light moving, and it like freaked her out from what Jason told me, and it like went into something. It's pretty cool. We'll have to keep our eyes open. Meals were prepared for the employees living in the apartments upstairs. Oh look, these are menus. Had everything all planned out. You're not allowed to follow me. Stay right where you're at. Yeah, check out this old typewriter. It's pretty cool. So this is the shower room. They used to take showers in here. I don't see any showers, but I do see a bathtub right down there. But most of the stuff that you see, like that operator board and even these desks, I believe were donated. I know that there's a couple of things that are actually from the Preston Castle and weren't taken away. Like in the infirmary, all the stuff in there is original. But yeah, I don't know what's original and what's not. I know some of the beds, maybe the dining table. Not sure if this has to be original. Oh, we're still in the basement. We're gonna be exploring this entire castle alone. That's pretty spooky up here. So I decided to go to the top floor, and this is an apartment right here. It may seem familiar to some of you if you watched my friend Elton from Overnight, because he spent a lot of time in here doing this flashlight trick, which I thought was really cool. I have no idea what's up here. Boy, sure is creepy in here. So like this mantle that you see right here was donated, and there's a little slip right there. Let's get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Moments in Time Antiques and Collectibles. So a big shout out to them for donating this mantle that looks like it belongs here for sure. It's really beautiful, but I'm not sure what kind of mantle was there beforehand, but it did get ripped out. You could kind of see right there. Oh, this is amazing. Is a fire escape. So that is a slide that goes all the way down. During a fire, it fills up with water. I don't know if you have to push a button to activate the water. Supposedly, several years ago, some kids got stuck in there. The state made them close it off. So it's kind of closed off now. A long metal cylindrical tower was used as a fire escape for the upper floors of the building. Inside the what the hell? As this place started to grow, they needed more space. So where we're at right now is an addition to the Preston Castle. Looks like it belongs to it, but it's an actual addition. They even did a brand new basement and everything. But this was like a huge dorm. This is more than likely how it was set up. And hey, super cool. Just found this out here too. If you're here in the area, I keep wanting to say Northern California, but I guess there's a lot more. I think we're closer to Sacramento area where we're at right now. But they do Halloween haunts here at the Preston Castle, and it's awesome. These are some of the props here, or not props, but they're like separators. Yeah, see, right there, it says haunt props. Well, just to give you an idea. Haunted castle, how cool is that? I'm definitely gonna come back to the dorm a little bit later. People do catch things in there, but let's explore a little bit more. We'll come back. I feel like somebody's gonna come around the corner and scare me. Anybody in here? My name is Omar. I am friendly. Whoa! Check this out. So what we're looking at oh my gosh. Yeah, this is some damage that happened from a roof leak some years ago. They did repair it. Whoa. I heard a noise. Not only the unsafe areas have these like blocks. Okay, just to give you an idea of what that fireplace in the other room, you know, what the dolls would have looked like without the mantle. There it is right there. And I mean, you could see that there's things like just stripped. There's real pretty woodwork that was stripped out of here. A lot of the doors were taken. I'm surprised there's a few doors up. Like there is a door right here. But yeah, a lot of the original stuff. I think it was in pretty rough condition up here to begin with. So there wasn't a lot that was taken, because yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the woodwork intact. Now, being that this was built in the 1800s, I mean, you know, here in Northern California, they don't really get too hot. Actually, even in Southern California, I mean, it gets hot. Sometimes it's the desert, I guess. They didn't really need air conditioning. Heat, yes. Like, yeah, need heat. There it is right there. There's the radiator. So you may be wondering, if they didn't have air conditioning, how in the world, Omar, did they cool off in here? Well, you see right up there, those are like vents. And they would open up some windows and it would create a draft. And at times, that would even get rid of the hot air. Pretty cool. I have a cool story to share with you about this room right here. And they do have it blocked off because the subfloor is not safe, even though they have some things in there. I mean, just me walking right here, I can tell, yeah, it's a little soft. So there was a group up here investigating, and one of them even caught this on video. They both heard what sounded like children getting out of like a minivan or a bus or something, and the door closed and they could hear all these children outside, and they had people go outside and see what was going on. No children out there, and they caught this. There's nobody outside, no children. Like, where did that come from? 2 people witnessed it, and it was even caught on video. I would love to hear some of that audio, what it sounded like. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now, this was considered to be, in the 1800s, very rare to have a bathroom. I mean, we all know about outhouses, but that is a gravity fed toilet system. The water would be way up, you know, in a way where when it would flush, the water would have enough pressure to flush your caca down. Super cool in here. People have adopted these rooms and they'll stage them like so with donated furniture. And that's why that one has that. Boy, it's creepy in here. Right behind me, people have seen a strange light coming out of that doorway. And it's blocked off. It's all gated off behind me. See? No one can go back there. It's somewhat of an anomaly. Can you show us that light? What the hell? There's something in there. Is there anything in there? Am I invading your space? Okay. I'm leaving. If you want to come say hi again, I'm right here. Okay. I think that noise I'm hearing is the camera IR system. But the noise that was in here was nothing like what I heard. The noise that was in here was something completely different. Oh, cool. This is another one of those rooms. This is a tailor shop where they would make blankets and quilts, things like that. What the hell was that? Legit sounded like a little kid. One thing I love about being alone is all the noises that you can catch. Because you know it's not your friend. Not saying I don't want to be friends with the ghosts. Can you say something again for me? My name is Omar. I think that was a bathroom. This was like a dressing area. You can see it's not very safe. Hello? They were renovating in here. This was an area where you can go to the library and read your books in here. It was like a reading area. And when they started opening up the walls, they noticed the pocket doors here. Then they found this picture, and that's what it looked like. Now, before it was a library on the other side, it was like an assembly hall for the children. You know, they would do like award ceremonies. You can see the baby grand in the corner. Yeah, you know how heavy those doors, I mean, those doors are probably like, I don't know, 12 feet tall, maybe taller. Like, these ceilings are massive. I believe that is an original door. So yeah, a lot of those doors are missing from the Preston Castle. Like right there. It's missing a door. I'm surprised there's even woodwork. Okay, yeah, look. All this woodwork is missing. They took that off. The woodwork from here is off. And this is what it looked like beforehand. Well, that was painted. This is the original woodwork right there. Just to give you an idea of what the Preston Castle originally looked like before they started painting the woodwork. So this part is off limits. Why is there a window there? It's interesting. Oh. Hi there. What's your name? Sounds like a little kid back there. Hello? I mean no harm. Alright, walking away. Oh yeah, we're back in here now. These are apartments. There's another one of those toilets, gravity fed, with a shower. These sinks are original, pretty sure. You're pretty cute. What's your name? Never seen a doll like that. Yo, it is scary, really scary in here. If you ever get a chance to go somewhere haunted by yourself, look, I am not trying to claim any sort of savage title, okay? I am scared. No, I'm not. You never want to let them know you're scared. I'm not scared. Bats. Pretty sure it's bats. Anyways, my friend Elton from Overnight, TFIL, before he could even step foot into the castle, he was outside throwing up. I don't know if it was the other way around, like he came in for a little bit and then he got like really sick. I mean, everybody's experiences are different when it comes to different places and the paranormal. I always say that. I mean, you can go somewhere where somebody doesn't experience anything and you can be a skeptical person. Go somewhere and experience everything. This is a known haunted location, but everybody's gonna have different experiences. Just like the gentleman that had his leg pulled on and he tripped up those stairs. He was certain that it was a spirit trying to get his attention. I didn't have the same experience happen to me. You know, everybody's different. My experience here though, I felt drained, like tired, and I'm feeling that again. Like I'm tired right now. Not that I would fall asleep, but I felt like I've just been going all day long maybe like exercising all day long, or just, you know what it feels like? Have you ever done yard work in the hot sun? I mean, in Florida, it gets really hot. And but that's what it feels like. Pretty sure that noise came from in here. I was just gonna ask if I could sit on that bed, but I guess we can't. Can you make that noise for me again? Let me know here in the comments if you're enjoying me being alone on some of these videos. I know a lot of you really care about me and you love me and you want to make sure I'm safe. Like, I promise you I'm safe. Like, I do a lot of research on these places and I'm definitely safe from any spiritual type attacks. Got my crucifix, but most of all, I got what's in here. That right there belongs to God, and nothing can cause any sort of spiritual harm to you if you got God. I just heard footsteps. Hey, that doesn't mean I don't have God's protection, okay? You just can't touch me, okay? What's in here with me? Can you do a knock somewhere? I'm gonna try something that I've never tried out on this channel. I did briefly share this app that I use, and I've been kind of helping with developing it. It's called Necrodice. So the way this works is we ask questions a lot like a spirit box, and these dice can get manipulated. I've played with this a couple times, and I mean, even the developer, when he was helping develop this for me, said that it was freaking him out. Want to come and hang out with me? Nice. Are you trying to say I'm nice, or are you trying to say that you're nice? I hope you're nice. I'm nice. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, that's a pretty interesting response. What the heck is that? What the heck is that moving down here? It's like a shadow moving on the ground. Well, it's not doing it now. I just saw something moving really fast on there, and it wasn't me. I wasn't moving or anything. Oh my God, it's scary out here. Should we be worried about the bats? Author? Okay, I'm not an author, but should we worry about the author? Oh, we're right by the library. There's a library up here. I showed it to you earlier. Well, I showed you the sitting room. The library was right next to it. Oh, I don't want to go over there. Oh, should I go over there? Send Send. Okay. Let me get my light. Oh gosh. What the hell is that noise? So here's the library. That picture that I showed you of what it used to be even before the library, but yeah, just to give you an idea. And that's connected to this room over here that we went in earlier, which is the reading room. Let's play some more. Pretty sure that was owls. Was that owls or was it you? Least? Alright, you're not making any sense. Yet? Not making any sense. Yet. Okay, what is that supposed to mean? Reason. Reason. Okay, guess there's a reason. This is really cool. Something that anybody could use. So yeah, this will be out soon. But please be careful, like with any spare boxes, things like that, be careful using them, okay? Especially in a haunted location, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna take you probably to one of the creepiest places of the Preston Castle. The infirmary. A lot of activity happens there too. Let's go check it out. Kind of lost. Strange cold feeling. Really cold spot right here. I know what this is. This is the dining area. And when I was here earlier, it was off camera. I was walking around, I was getting a tour, getting some history on the place. I gotta share this with you. Maybe it's still here. So I'm standing here in the corner of the dining room and I hear, I mean, mind you, it's just me and one other gentleman. And I hear this like, almost like footsteps up above us. It's the strangest thing. And then all of a sudden I hear a loud bang on the table. We get close to the table and there is a rock on top of the table, which is not there anymore. It was there earlier. Maybe someone grabbed it. But yeah, that rock must have fell from the plaster. But I mean, I thought somebody threw a rock at us. Like I was certain that someone was like playing a joke. You're a pretty creepy looking kid. Actually, you're cute. You're a cute kid. I think that's an owl. I love how quiet it is in here. But I'm scared because when you hear noises, you hear noises. Can you throw another rock? Just not at me, maybe on top of the table again? Make a rock fall again. I wish I would have recorded that. Can you do anything in here? You come say hi? Okay, I'll take that. All right, that's cool. Little taps are good. Oh, cool. Oh, this is awesome. So this is how the staff would sleep here. They had rooms for them too. Yeah, see? Superintendent's apartment. And these are the people that stage these apartments and put furniture in them. So huge shout out to Carl and Patty. And they're volunteers here. Oh no, that's got to be the creepiest table. Do it one more time. Dun 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 dun. They really stripped a lot from the first floor. Yeah, all the woodwork is gone from here too. All of it. I mean, all of it right here. Oh, I was in here earlier too. And this picture definitely freaked me out. I don't know. He looks a little scary. And I don't mean anything offensive by saying that. If it happens to belong to a spirit of a kid that resides here. Yo, check out these bugs. There's like spider webs on them and stuff. Oh wait, that's like, okay, it must be like a prop or something. It's like glue. Wait, these aren't even books. Look at that, it's like styrofoam. Okay, I'm pretty sure there is a really cool room behind this. You just gotta like do something like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Okay. Green darkness. That's the name of it. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna put your book back. I'm not gonna touch these books. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Did not mean to touch green darkness. What the F was... Something does not like that I'm here right now. All right, I'm leaving you. I'm going to the hospital. If you want to come join me, you can, but just don't touch me. You're not allowed to touch me. This is my body, it's my spirit, it belongs to God. This is one of the more active spots in the Preston Castle. And these hospital beds are original. I'm surprised nobody took them. But I wonder if any kids died in here. But yeah, they left these behind, which is pretty cool. So we get to really see what this looked like before. Here's some really old hospital beds. Definitely get lost in here. What the? Okay, that desk just made a noise. Like if there's something or someone inside of it or behind it. Can you? What is that tapping noise? Sounds like a clock. Okay, that is not a camera. Too slow of a tick to be a clock. First time I hear it. Oh, cool. It's a barber chair. Nice. That's where they would do haircuts. Very cool. Nice. This was actually the barber shop at one time at the Preston School of Industry. That was the original name, by the way. This room has since been used for many things. Originally designed as a dining room for the boys. That's a little dining room, really? And the basement was their day room with showers and toilets. It is unknown as to when it was converted to a hospital. Okay, so this is a part of the infirmary, which, oh my God. Oh gosh, it scared the crap out of me. Freaking skeleton in here. Can't be sneaking up on me like that, homie. You know, it'd be really cool if that skeleton were to move right now. That would be amazing. Can you move? I mean, it's okay if you don't move, because if you did, I'd probably be running out of here with a couple bacon strips in my underwear. Please don't move. Please don't move. Just stay right there. You already scared me enough. Okay. I just heard a kid. Why am I so tired in here? Keep draining my batteries, draining my cell phone, and draining my energy. Why is that? It's another cold spot. Oh wow, look. Check that out. It's a picture of the boys. And one of them looks kind of hurt. And those are the same beds. Cool. I don't even know what to ask right now. Why am I so tired in here? Did you just call me Dad? I am a dad. I can't be your dad, but I could be your friend. You could look to me as a dad. Dad just said my name. Yes. Ian. Is that your name, Ian? Am I in any kind of danger being here? I don't know what. You may have heard it a couple times. Like, I heard Dad quite a few times. As if, and you know what? I can't help but think of the children that were brought here because maybe their parents were lost in a car accident and their other relatives didn't want anything to do with them, and I mean, it's great that there was a place like this that existed, but it's sad in itself because there were probably children that came here that they were just dropped off by their parents too, and they thought that maybe they weren't loved, and they come here probably getting some love, and I mean, maybe some hate too by, like Jason said, some bad eggs. It's sad all around, but it's really cool that they had a place like this to give troubled kids a second chance, or kids that didn't have parents, you know? Hey, check this out, fam. Look what I just found. See, these are the original. I thought that was pretty cool. Going back. Wish me luck. They have a museum through these doors. Oh, another cold spot. Right here. I see, these are some of the shows that have filmed here. The Dark and the Wounded. Oh, there was a movie that was filmed here too. It was called Apparition. Check it out. That's the actress. Nice. Oh, are these pictures? Okay, cool. There's the shoe shop. They had a bakery too. I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. Look at the boys. Cool. There's another picture of the hospital. The tailor shop. Yeah, but they really did teach these boys trades. That way they can make money. So interesting. Okay, that was the original. Doesn't even look like it. Oh, there's tons of neat pictures in here. Oh, wow. Class of 1895. Look at all those guys, man. That's super cool. You know, not all kids that were brought here were bad. You know, some of them were just unwanted. So sad. So we're at the entrance. I didn't come in this way. I came in through the basement. It's like a walk-in basement. Whoa. So yeah, I haven't been out here. Nice. Well, this is how they would come in. And back in the day, they didn't have cars just yet. Everything was like horse and buggy. And that's how they would transport some of these kids. Check this out. I just found out about this. Well, I found out about this when I was given the tour. They had told me that there were little areas where they were, yeah, these like steps down here were for the carriages. Okay, right there. This is what they would use right here to tie down the horses. And I think that is original. I think there's another one right over here. Yeah, here's another one. Okay, I know that probably don't mean much to someone else, but I think that's pretty cool. Boy, this place is creepy. Look how dark it is. Oh my gosh. Can't see anything. Oh yeah. That is the Preston Castle, y'all. What is up, fam? Hope you're having a great day today. Kalani, Savannah, my friend Jonas, my new friend. He owns Ghost Augustine.
Yeah, Ghost Augustine.
A lot of those paranormal equipments that y'all be using, this man is the pioneer behind them. Yeah, this is his first time ever in a Tesla.
Oh my God!
We are in St. Augustine. Happens to be probably the oldest city. Maybe it is the oldest city.
It is.
In the United States, founded in the 1600s?
1565.
I was 100 years off.
Under Spanish.
And it was sold to the United States in the 1800s. I did not know that. I thought it was
$4 million.
What? They sold Florida for $4 million?
Yeah, but you gotta adjust for inflation. So it's probably like
400 million today.
which is still a deal.
Yeah.
It's big swamp.
That's why it's so cheap to live here in Florida. That's why our taxes are a lot cheaper than everywhere else. True story. But anyways, we're going to be going to his store. Going to show you some really cool paranormal equipment. I'm also going to show you a super haunted house. Do we go left or straight? Right, okay. One of the Rockefellers built that?
His partner, Henry Flagler, who built a lot of stuff in Florida, including the railroad down to Key West.
Whoa.
He came here in 1880s and wanted to make this town a haven for the rich and famous up north because, you know, there was no AC back then, so it's nice to come down.
Getting a little tour Key West.
Oh yeah, look at that ship in front of us.
Holy ship!
Yeah, that's the type of ship the Spanish came on here in the 1500s.
Look at that place.
Yeah, this house here super spooky house. It's for sale now.
So haunted, they put it for sale.
Yeah.
Nice.
But this is the south end of town, which is the oldest part of town that's remaining because it was burnt down and several pirate attacked the city. Miss Lily is a famous ghost that haunts here. If you stay in Lily's room, if you stay here, you're gonna get touched and the sheets gonna be pulled off your bed. Doors gonna be slamming.
1791.
Yeah.
That's how old that building is.
Yeah.
Whoa! I'm surprised it's not rotten from termite damage. Tow-away zone. No. Hey, so if you ever come to St. Augustine, you want to get a really cool paranormal tour, there's the number right there. Just make sure you tell them that Kalani and Omar say, and Savannah, of course, and Jonas, too. But this is his thing.
Here's our tour vehicle for them.
And you said it's only like 15 people or so that go on
Take
it?
13 guests. We could take 14, but you know.
And maybe there's a 15th guest that tags along that's invisible.
There's extra space.
That's cool. Oh, it's like a bunch of...
Whoa! Oh, I love it in here.
I've never been in like... I've been to Ghost Stop's headquarters, but...
So this is their store?
Yeah, this is...
Oh, neat store,
Oh,
Jonas.
liquor launcher. That's all you need for a good investigation.
Yeah, you know, we have the original haunted pub tour here. So when I opened this location, we're doing is Team Spirits and Spirits.
Could use a mint as a planchet. Even got a freaking coffin up there. Okay, so this is that house that Jonas was telling us about. It's called the Murder House. Is that what I think it is?
The former mayor's wife got murdered. Yeah.
Whoa, and you can actually see her there.
On a tour, and you see your face. That's actually there. Can you see your face?
Yeah.
The face, the
Yeah.
hair.
There is her. She was a former model from New York.
She's posing right there.
Yeah, she was the former mayor's wife, and she got hacked to death with a machete outside of her house on her steps. And the key suspect was the city manager.
Well, these are all the tours that Ghost Augustine does. That's the one we're doing right there. That's the house we're going to be taking you into. Super haunted. There's a portal there. Hey, super huge shout out to Ghost St. Augustine. They hooked me up with a shirt and a hat, but this place is pretty cool. Look at this. I thought it was a Zoltar at first, but it's a buck tar. There goes the city gates right there. Ooh.
Look at that horse.
There's the St. Augustine fort right there. Castillo, how you say it?
Castillo de San Marcos.
Castillo de San Marcos.
Castle of San Marcos.
Beautiful. Okay, something just happened. I'm literally just gonna leave my car here in traffic. All right, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold up traffic. Yeah, I'm just kidding. There's a drawbridge behind me. Look at that big yacht that's getting ready to cross under. We got a little bit of time, but look at this beautiful river. This is called Matanzas River. A lot of my family in Cuba is from a town called Matanzas. That's how you properly say it. But it actually means, I didn't know this until today, massacre. Some huge massacre happened on this river, potentially haunted. You guys ain't gonna get out?
That's coming down again.
Oh, it's coming down?
It takes a while. It takes a long time.
All right, we're getting back in. Here goes the drawbridge. We're getting ready to go into the Dixie House. How do you say this place? Old Dixie? Is it Old Dixie House?
I think it's
Just the Dixie House.
Ooh, I gotta turn my lantern on.
okay. So all the lights are off. It's actually a little spooky.
It does.
Now, I do want to point out there is something really cool about this place. Is they actually have surveillance cameras running the entire time. So if something does happen, we'll be able to go back and check it on the surveillance cameras and put this in our footage as well, which is really cool as an investigator because you got eyes everywhere. Now we do have a tour guide with us.
What's
Nice to meet you. I'm John.
Nice to meet you, John.
Now,
Thanks for
John,
having
what
us.
is the craziest thing you've had happen in this house?
Well, when I first started out, I was just setting up for my tour, and when all of a sudden I hear what sound like cars outside, cars parking, and people outside talking. So generally, okay, as a tour guide, my tour is here. Go outside to check. I have the door propped open because I just didn't want to walk back, unlock the door, and come back in, and no one's out there. We do get a lot of Uber drivers and whatnot that like to park outside waiting for tours, so I go out to see if it does that. Nothing. Come back, the door's fully locked and latched.
Wow.
Did not have a key. My boss had to come open the door for me.
Oh, dang.
So something locked the door from the inside of the house.
Closed it and locked it fully.
And you've been scratched here before too, right?
Yes, I have.
He's got stitches on his back. But it's not from the scratch, though.
Nah. But yeah, I've been touched, scratched, pulled, poked, punched, crushed, you name it.
He meant nut crunched.
Nut crunch.
I've been cup checked by a ghost.
Cup check. Hey, that'll make a good t-shirt.
Now you said that there's been a more malevolent entity more present recently.
Mm-hmm.
Now you said his name was Marvin, or that's what you kind of picked up on.
Yep.
Now where has been the most active spot in the house to find Marvin?
Basically, wherever people are. Most commonly, he likes people in the bathroom. He will mess with people in the bathroom. People have been touched and scared. We're starting to think that he is a shadow spirit that we see in the house, in the bathroom or outside. We'll actually see him leaning in through the top of the window right over here, where it's not the ring sticker, it's the one beside it, where he's leaning down to look in. He's freaked me out a few times. I thought it was someone actually trying to break in.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, we mostly hear him over our spirit boxes, had screamed my name at me, and generally speaking, he's not a nice guy. He does have a very negative response to Bibles and all this other weird things.
So maybe we should read some scripture?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, well, thank you, John. We appreciate it. Now, we might bring in John for a session here later on the night, but he's going to be waiting and see if we need any help, because we are using a lot of the Ghost Augustine equipment tonight. So this is all stuff that they carry, which I'm excited for this one.
John did mention that one of these got fried in the bathroom by something, and they had to replace it. Like it literally just
That's
stopped
crazy.
working. Like
Yeah.
it just,
Yeah.
Yep, and that's on Zach's video.
yeah.
Huh.
So
that's pretty cool.
we're
Hey,
gonna-
Zach was the first YouTuber.
Zach was the
He
first
was the
YouTuber
first
here.
YouTuber.
Big shout out to Zach.
All right, so I think the only thing left to do is put up some equipment and see what we make contact with.
I like that. I'm not going to be putting many cuts in my video from here on out because I don't want to miss anything. Oh, you did that.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
So what's really cool about Ghost Augustine and the Dixie House is you're free to use any of their equipment. They have tons of equipment. They have a website where you can purchase this equipment online. It's called Paraforce. I shared that with you earlier. But
Yeah, I think the
This stuff right
website's ghosthuntersequipment.com.
yeah, check them out. And hey, if you like this place and you want to come investigate yourself too, you can inquire down below in our links in the description. Just make sure to mention our names so they know that we're sending some good traffic their way. But be respectful, of course. There's a portal behind us. We don't know a whole lot about it. Like, what have you heard?
So this area, there's so much history here, and I think that's something to point out, is we are in the oldest city in America. Think about all the hundreds of people, thousands of people that have died here.
Yeah.
From different religious wars to colonization to Native Americans being slaughtered. I mean, it's got everything.
Well, there's-
Supposedly they dug up bodies.
Yeah,
in
so
this area.
Yes.
around
Yeah.
this house even, they've dug up bodies.
and there's bodies everywhere, like big mass graves.
Yep.
All over the city.
So they think that this is a natural portal, right? That it's not something that has almost been conjured or summoned, just something that was already here.
It
And they
was
think
here,
it could
yeah.
be due to the burial grounds.
And they ask you to not like invite new things to the portal. So it's just things that naturally, I guess, are passing through. But
You know what's crazy? There's a mirror there too.
I know I saw
Yeah, you
Same
that.
got,
mirror
you
as
got
the
mirror,
portal.
which they got the cover. They got somewhat of a cover over it.
Yeah, a little bit.
But what I think we could do is, so they have an SLS camera for us to use, which if you're not familiar with SLS, it uses LiDAR technology, which puts a lot of invisible dots into the air.
Mhm.
And if things register within that grid, it shows up as a figure on the screen. So we could put that in the portal room to see if anything wants to kind of manifest, and then maybe put out a few communication devices to see if we can make contact.
That would be cool.
Sounds like a good idea.
Savannah's doing a great job doing some camera work there.
I've already messed up the filming earlier in a mode.
And you know
that-
what? We
Hey, it wasn't your
we
fault.
caught it.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
I,
one
it,
clip.
was, it was Kalani's fault because he changed the mode on the camera without telling me. So
Got to keep an eye on that.
Hey,
That's
Kalani, you're
something-
so nice though. You were so nice about it. You're like, hey, we'll just do it over. It's fine.
Well, if it was like the whole thing, then maybe I'd be a little bit more
but
upset.
it was just a few seconds. It's okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna input the footage.
Yeah, can we put that facing into the portal room?
This is one of those. What's it called?
SLS.
It's just an Xbox 360 camera.
Are y'all really in matching t-shirts?
Yeah, Ghost Augustine,
Yeah.
baby.
I didn't know you got the same one.
Yeah.
Well, they look cool.
They look awesome.
Twinsies. Okay, so it's looking for things to map.
Okay.
So like you'll see me, and it should show me as a stick figure.
That's pretty cool.
And like you can ask things to move.
Yeah.
The only thing you got to be careful with SLS cameras is anything with a vertical orientation can sometimes register as a false positive.
Yeah.
Like a lamp.
When you ask,
Yeah.
like, can you pick up your left hand and wave at me, and it does that, like that's intelligence
Imagine
behind
if we
it.
got something like that on camera.
That would be
so
awesome.
cool.
So
What?
we'll leave this set up. Maybe I'll add one or two more things in here, and then we can just start asking questions.
Okay.
I'm going to check to see if Tommy's here real quick.
Okay.
But normally he'll show up just instantly.
Now you said Tommy was a little boy that
Yep,
was.
sits in this wheelchair.
There's a lot of different ghost names too. There's Tommy, there's Big Tom.
Yeah.
There's Jack,
The
James.
bride, Colleen.
Mm-hmm. It's a crapshoot to see who's active
The dead bell is on.
Okay.
already. So he's obviously not here. I can send you a Google Drive with like all the photos I've collected and whatnot. We can figure that out later. But that's interesting.
Something appeared. Oh, something got. Okay. It could be that teddy bear. Oh, that just went off.
See how creepy went?
Yeah.
Wait. Look at this. I thought I just heard like movement.
It's AC.
No, it was.
I had to say something was like blowing on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's just the air conditioning. I think.
But okay, this is interesting.
You think it's the bear?
No, his head is right up.
And the legs are longer, and it's like moving. Yeah.
But at the same time, if I move it, he stays in the same position. So it might be Tommy. It might not be.
What happens if we do move the bear? What does that do?
He might
do anything?
You might upset the spirits here. If I'm being honest.
Well, I won't take the bear.
Well, there's two bears next to each other.
So the white one's actually a teddy pot.
Okay.
It's a device.
They're like
Yeah,
lots
it's a
of.
device. So
I just want to see.
okay, but that right there.
Yeah, it
Hold
feels
on.
so Oh, careful, bro.
There's something over there.
It's like hovering and moving around. It's doing something
was
weird.
neat.
It was almost gonna stand up and attack you. It looked like.
Square up with a ghost.
Kind of in the shape of like a.
It's like against the wall to
Yeah.
the left of the bear.
That was weird.
I'm gonna move it to this chair.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still there.
Okay.
It's still there.
Even once
Yeah.
you move the bear. Yeah. Wow, that's weird.
It turned into something else though. Now it's
Now
got
this
like.
is where I'm like, you start asking questions if we can get it to do something, right?
Yeah.
Like if they can hear us.
Yeah.
So if you can hear my voice, can you wave at us? Oh, it's like crawling over the wall.
I know.
Did you tap that bell earlier? Can you tap that bell again for us? That's in the other room.
So for my folks at home, normally I would say like with the lamppost being here, you got to be very careful.
Yeah, it could
But
be.
it's not even registering on the lamp.
No.
Oh, it did it!
That's crazy.
Thank you. Wow.
What the heck? Look, I'm doing this video completely uncut. Like we both caught that. That bell just went off.
So that bell is EMF based. So if there's an EMF signature it picks up, it will ding. But the theory behind it is it's something they can recognize because bells have been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we can always back it up with a music box or something.
Yeah, we could. We can add a music box into the room.
I'm getting one of those bells.
Yeah, the
That's
bells
cool.
are really cool.
That was a little freaky though too.
Yeah, especially when you're somewhere like alone in the dark and you
Like
just
an
like
And that
all of a
happens.
sudden you just hear.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Ding!
That's a calibrating.
Oh, it did it!
Can you do that one more time, please?
You also have a device that you can cross in front of in the room that will play music. So either one of those devices you can use. This is still weird though.
It is weird.
Now I'm wondering. Keep
Doesn't
an
even
eye
look
on
human.
it really quick. I want to move this. and let me know what it does.
Kind of weird you're messing with the mirror and that just went off.
Is there a reason you guys have this covered?
That's just a. I guess there is.
Dude, I think it either likes it or doesn't like it. Whatever you're doing right now.
Well, I'm just trying to set up my flashlights for yes and no stuff. We usually have it covered mostly because it's a religious thing, such as
Yeah, to cover mirrors.
yeah. The whole thing is in a lot of religions and whatnot. If someone died, they cover the mirrors because they believe that the next person to look into the mirror is going to be the next person to die.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have it covered mostly as a
Why'd you look in the mirror?
tribute for that. So I'm just trying to get this flashlights.
So this device here is a REM pod and static combined, so it's picking up my static electricity, which is the outer lights, and then the lights right here are a REM pod function.
So is that where REM job came from?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that was me. Just kidding. And then we're going to turn on the Polter script, which is essentially, you can describe this better than I can.
It's basically an Ovilus, but it's more up to date. And so, since Ovilus went out of business, we're one of the sole producers of it, of a Polterscript or a Ovilus-like device, where the spirits can choose from a library where it's on it. It'll say it out loud and on the screen, and you can use the sensitivity bar at the top.
So if you look, yeah, you can look here. You can control the sensitivity, but it actually gives you a waveform readout of the magnetic sensitivity. So if we bump this up,
I'll try to start at 50%.
Okay.
And it picks up words and stuff too?
Well, so it's essentially taking in a signal and equating that to a word.
It said something.
Or like a letter T.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So that's the letter mode.
Okay.
So there's two modes: a letter mode where it's more like a Ouija board,
Oh, gotcha.
but there's
So
also
go to
NOW
library.
just said now. That's now. What's going on now?
Okay, can you turn off my blue flashlight, please? Can you turn off the flashlight and turn on the red one, please?
So it was on letter mode.
NOW, it said, right?
Yeah, it said NOW,
Can you turn off my blue flashlight, please?
I think. Oh, look, it's turned off.
It's trying to.
Ooh.
All the way off.
Hey, look, the thing's gone.
I know. Well, I think it's
That's
because
because you
you're
stood
in
for it.
front. You stood in front of it.
Oh, look, that one.
wasn't me.
Oh.
Okay, can you turn off both flashlights, please? Thank you. Can you turn off the blue one now, please?
Ooh.
Almost. Oh.
There's
That
gotta
has to be a
something
real
here.
human.
That's probably like a homeless person.
Could be sneezing.
Are they towards that?
it's probably for the van tour. I'm gonna go out there and see what's up.
Okay.
So
I
the
heard
way-
like a achoo.
The way these flashlights work too is you get the mag light and you loosen it up where it's almost touching,
Yep.
and that way it requires something to physically touch it.
Yep. So
Oh, like that,
Exactly.
just like that.
So there's a spring between the battery and the bulb that you're loosening and tightening.
Right.
So we're trying to get to the point where they can cut off the flow of electricity to it if they so choose. Majority of the time, if it's just on and off all night with no response, that's a little weird because electricity is just weird. But if it's
Look at that.
like show
Ooh,
response,
look, it turned
such as,
off.
can you turn on my red flashlight, please? That's my blue one. But they often don't listen to me much. So if you guys ask, I might just start.
Well, we're calling out to Marvin because we've heard that Marvin has been very active recently. We also heard that Marvin's a bit of a stinker. Marvin, my name's Kalani,
And I'm Savannah.
I'm Omar.
and we're just here to speak with you. We're not here to piss you off unless you like being razzle-dazzled.
Ooh. No, that one just turned on.
But we've got equipment in this room here that will let us know that you're Doug. Oh, like a body.
Oh, DG.
Okay. Doug Book.
Lean.
Drinking some lean.
Idea.
It's a lean.
Was your body
End.
buried around here and they dug you up?
Ahead.
The head.
No, a head.
Oh, a head.
And here?
Scare.
Scared.
Trick.
Okay, we're in this room. What? Oh, the bell went off. Was it a trick to send us in there? Is that what you were doing?
Maybe there's two different spirits, like kind
Oh,
of
the lights just came on.
Could be.
like they're kind of battling.
So the word dug came up, and then I started talking about like were you buried or were you dug up? And then it said scare, ahead, scare. We walked in the room. The moment we walked in, it said trick, and then the bell went off. So I think they're like dicking with us.
Oh yeah, they love to do that. And normally with that device, we have it set to 80-90%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 50% sensitivity.
And that's been seen a lot on Project Fear, Destination Fear. And I can vouch for that thing because I've had a tour where a lady with her 2 adult sons here where they were celebrating their birthday. And she's bored sitting at the table. I handed her the Polter script because I just wanted her to have something to do. And I immediately started talking about cocaine. I didn't even know that word was on that database. Cocaine, coke, you name it. It was talking about how to use it, how different slang words. And she just started breaking down full body bawling. That's because her late husband died of an overdose.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dang.
And that was the one thing that sold me on the Polter script.
Wow.
Polter script.
Mhm.
First time seeing it in action.
Okay, so somebody keeps ringing the bell in there. On the count of 3, just to confirm that you're hearing my voice and not just interacting with the environment, I would like for you to set off a piece of equipment on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Quiet.
Can you maybe knock on the walls?
Is that a cough? Oh, okay.
Oh,
So let's mark on the footage there is a tour that's like moving in and out right now.
Oh, there's an
Yeah.
outside tour right now.
So if we hear a voice outside, it's probably
So that sounded like a lady.
Marvin.
I did hear like a tap or something though.
I did too above
Yeah.
us.
Wait, let me put the other
Does that tour go like on top of the house too?
On top of the roof.
VIP.
Aren't the ceiling tiles kind of weird?
Yeah, like the gold. I don't know.
With the moon and the stars?
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, I
I
have
missed
another
that
music
one.
box set in here.
Okay.
Sure. You put that in here too. Alright.
What's in this room?
So during the day, it's an office,
Okay.
and it's just logistical stuff.
Hmm.
So we're hoping to get that opened up sometime in the future.
Hello.
Where do they keep it in?
That's where they put all the bad guests.
There's also stuff under the house with meters up.
Imagine if you hear a knockback.
I would probably walk out.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't get anything back.
I was so tempted to tap on the wall. to mess with you.
I would have peed myself. Did you hear that? It was right before he started walking that way.
Like hit something on the
Yeah.
wall or something?
Oh, we have an orb behind you guys.
You seeing some cool stuff over there?
And just an orb floating up behind Savannah.
Wait, there's something in the mirror.
Oh, there is something in the mirror.
Look. There's literally something in the mirror, which I don't know what would be giving a vertical orientation like that.
So that's what we call corner error, because it's reflecting off the surface and interfering with the.
Oh, the LiDAR's bouncing off?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
So you see how it's blue right there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know what? That's how you learn.
Mhm.
I don't have one of these.
We do sell them.
I broke it.
She broke mine.
I
new ones are
dropped it
all
on
in
the
one.
pavement.
Yeah, she dropped it on the pavement, and I looked at the tablet and I was like, nice.
Oops.
Okay, so now we're not.
Hey.
Can't.
Came. That's what she said.
Sorry.
Certain.
Came through.
Can you turn off my flashlights, please? They're all over the red one, but not touching the blue one.
See, they were touching the blue one a lot more earlier. Oh, look. Turned off.
It just felt like there were spider webs on my hand.
Really?
That's what it feels like when you're getting touched by something.
Like sticky spider webs.
Yep, that's what they say.
Well, it did say came.
No, not gonna wash my
Wednesday.
hands.
Is today Wednesday?
Yesterday.
Polly.
Or, yeah,
Paul
yesterday.
Eat?
Paul.
Paula Dean?
Felt.
Oh, Felt. Maybe it's talking about you.
Yeah.
Ghost jizz.
Gender.
What?
Ghost jizz.
Covered.
Yeah, ectoplasm.
This thing's kicking up.
No, they say that it feels like hair, like when you're being touched by a ghost.
Died?
It feels like hair, like spider
Yeah, it
webs.
could have felt like hair too, but it was like a sticky sort of feeling.
Right.
Malevolent.
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 Is this Marvin?
Or maybe it's warning you of Marvin.
Could be. Marvin.
It feels like there's someone standing right behind me.
Really? Marvin, can you give us a sign that you're here?
What was that?
I heard
Something
that.
just moved in here.
I heard that.
That was over here.
Was it?
That was a floor settling. I felt it with my feet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why though. I heard it over here.
Marvin, can you give us a sign? Maybe use that bell. If you can hear my voice and you'd like to speak with us tonight.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Dang.
thermal.
Thermal.
I do have a thermal camera.
Okay, well, let's grab it. Let's see if maybe, is that how you want to show yourself? The ghost is telling us how to hunt it.
Thermally.
Interesting.
Oh, it's right. Yeah.
Confirming it?
Okay, so he's feeling hot. He's feeling hot and bothered.
I mean, it did say king, so.
So I'm also bringing out this.
I have to share this. So this cross,
So
I don't know its original origins, but it was in a museum here in St. Augustine, and I happened to go to this museum before it closed down. Well, sometime after this museum closed, it was called the Wolf Museum, right?
yes.
Wolf Museum. I have a video on my vlog channel of me going into this museum with my ex-wife. It was really interesting. They ended up selling this cross to a church in New York. After getting this cross, it burned down. The whole church burned down, and this was left intact. Crazy. They brought it back here where it belongs, St. Augustine. No harm, no more. There was some bad stuff that happened too that I can't really share. You could probably pull it up on the internet if you like, but I just want to share that. Very interesting. That supposedly is a haunted cross.
No, for some reason.
Never heard of anything like that.
It's the Irvin. Is the Irvin under the shirt?
No, it's above your head.
So then why is it go back?
What happened?
It kind of looks.
Oh, you're using that thermal camera.
It looks a lot darker.
Salvation.
You were just talking about the cross.
I was just talking about the cross.
If you point the crosshair at it, it'll read it.
Ooh.
Is it
What was the temperature? 66 something?
66.7?
I'm low-key terrified.
66.3?
I feel like the bell is confirmed.
Marvin, can you show yourself on this thermal camera now?
Come on, Marvin.
You said you wanted a thermal, now we got one. It is like 3 degrees colder in that chair, though.
In the chair?
See right here, it's like that black.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's pretty cool. It shows heat.
Yeah, so
signatures.
that hot spot right there is like an electrical plug.
Yeah, and up top it shows like...
That's the thermostat. And then that's a camera. Okay, yeah. So I mean, from what I'm feeling, it feels. I mean, seems like it's Marvin. It said malevolent, and then I said, Marvin, can you hit the bell?
I mean, that is true. It does kind of seem like he's confirmed it.
Supposedly Marvin doesn't like anything related to
Scripture.
Yeah.
and I was talking about that cross.
Cross.
Yeah,
That's
so
in
that is
salvation.
true.
I don't know if that was, but what if it wasn't Marvin?
So maybe, what if,
Well, I can do
Character.
character. I can turn on the portal device, which is just scanning.
yeah, it uses the spirit box, eliminates the sweet noise, but anything that does come through will be a lot clearer for us to audibly hear.
Mhm.
So it kind of eliminates that, and you can really focus on what's coming through. So, yeah, I
let's
say
do
we
that.
can do that.
I'm gonna squeeze past.
We should just let it run while we're investigating.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's normally what I do.
It's kind of like that one box that
Oh.
forgot the name of it. Wonder Box or I forgot the-
Geoport.
There's a lot of different versions.
So this is sweeping right now, just for the people at home. This is what it sounds like unfiltered.
It's like yeah, like the SB7.
It's not supposed to sound like that.
Let me see this real quick. If you plug it into the spout, it'll actually be a lot louder.
I think my coworker just walked in. That's right.
It's funny. That's actually called the portal.
I am?
What's your name?
That was a very quiet 2-syllable word. Can you say that one more time, please? We heard you very quietly.
For long? Me? Oh!
It went off again. Who's tapping that bell?
Is this Marvin? Oh, dude.
It's Marvin. Wait, what'd I say?
Thursday. Abortion?
What's that noise?
Oh, I think it's the bathroom.
That's
She's in
the
the
bathroom.
bathroom. Oh, I was about to shit my pants.
Well, the bathroom's taken, so sorry about that. What? It said. I'm wondering if that's just an AM channel.
Could be.
I'm gonna switch to FM. I usually get better luck.
Is somebody in here?
Yeah, she's
Oh, somebody's
using
in
the
here.
bathroom.
Okay, gotcha.
We're using the bathroom.
Bro, that is a freaky picture. What the hell?
Yeah, it's photoshopped.
Dude, I don't care. I'm not putting that under my pillow.
You put pictures under your pillow?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
What?
No, just kidding. It's just something I like to say. Like, hey, I'm going to take that and put it under your pillow.
Okay. That's tuned.
Oh.
That bell keeps going off like
You weren't paying
crazy.
attention to me.
Oh, went back to back.
I heard tapping in there.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay,
But
that
nobody
corner?
heard me.
Dude, what?
That corner is a... Look at this. How do you get to the pictures here?
Uh,
Oh, right here, I got it. It looks... I'm going to have to look at the other...
Oh, there's a hand.
That's just me testing.
Okay.
Okay, look. I don't know why, but this is shot in the same area, and there looks like there's something like right here.
Can you tap that bell again?
That's the first one I took, and this is the one I just took. And it looks like there's something right here, like almost sitting. It almost looks like a boot.
That is kind of weird.
Right in this chair. Are you sitting in the chair? If you're sitting in the chair, can you ring the bell again?
If you're not in the chair, can you ring the bell?
Yes.
Get out.
Did it say get out?
It was 2 words, but it was the same voice. Or it was get something.
Get sturdy?
Documenting that she left.
Okay, she's left.
Okay, yeah, she left. All right, somebody came in to use the restroom. It was from the Ghost Augustine tour.
So there's somebody in this portal room. Did something... Yep,
Yeah.
thank you.
So something is in the portal room.
Can you travel freely through the portal?
Imagine doing an Estes method in there.
I think that's where we're going to put Savannah.
You like doing it? I don't like doing those.
I don't really like doing it.
Oh, it wants you to do an Estes method in
Or maybe it
there.
wants you to do it.
Hell no, I ain't doing that.
Do you want Savannah or Omar to do it?
It like, I don't know. One time I did it, I was heavily dazed. Like
It
after.
does make you feel like that.
Yeah, I don't like
It's
it.
very intense here when it's really talkative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's the only time I've actually broken down in here.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'll just film it.
Okay, let me turn this off for a minute. So this is what I feel like Marvin is in this room. I say we try Estes. We'll leave the portal running just in case something comes through while Savannah goes under. But see if we can really hammer down where Marvin's bad intentions come from.
Yeah.
And why he comes off as such a negative character.
Right.
Bro, did you see the list of all these? This is just from last year. All these different reported spirits.
It's almost like this place is like think of like a highway rest stop, right? And they're traveling wherever they're traveling, and then they come here to just pass through.
Okay, so. Oh, look, there's Tommy. I remember him mentioning Tommy, the little boy. Big Tom, very tall spirit. He's very dominant in nature, likes to intimidate other spirits. And then, what about this ancient spirit?
That would be James.
It's got a name.
Yep, we named him.
This is our superstar. He identifies as
the
a
rim
very...
lights went off.
In the crib. I put one in the crib.
When you started talking about.
About the ancient spirit.
Yeah.
James, are you here?
Oh, that light, the red light just came on.
Oh, shit. Well, hopefully it's not for me touching the table. I'm not touching the table now.
Wait, touch it again. I don't think that was you.
Okay. I'm not touching anything. But it says he has never done anything negative or aggressive. He can drain batteries at the same time.
What was that?
Jack.
Blue flash will appear on the house real fast when this happens. You know what's crazy is I was trying to charge my iPhone earlier, and it was at, I think, 10%.
Yeah.
Maybe when I came back 2 hours later, I don't know how long we were gone for. It was a while.
Yeah.
It was at 2%, and
So
it was
it
on
went
the
down.
charger.
Yeah.
So it went down sitting on the charger.
Yeah.
And you said for some reason they target iPhones specifically?
For whatever reason, I see them completely drain iPhone batteries. They don't like GoPros or cameras in general.
Huh.
But one instance that sticks out in particular was this guy. He was recording on his brand new iPhone, and he was sitting down recording. And you know how iPhones will pop up saying, "Hey, you have this much battery left," and it'll say charge your battery or go to low power mode. So he's recording in the portal room, and it just turns off.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Just no reason. It just turns off.
What's weird is that's going off and there's something coming through the portal at the same
At the
time.
same time, yeah.
It's like there's like a surge of energy really quickly.
But he was recording in the portal room. It dies. He tries to turn it back on. It said 0 plug-in. It had the red bar. Okay, this is weird. He tries to turn it on again. 70% power.
That is
Weird. So here's what I think we should do. I think we should put Savannah under for Estes, but what I want to do before we do that is let's just read a scripture, or maybe we could do the Lord's Prayer and see how that affects the environment when she goes under.
Like right beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a little strobe party with the flashlights.
Okay, we're gonna read the Lord's Prayer for you, Marvin. Sweet Marvin.
We should put this flashlight. Can I move these flashlights?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to put them in that room. Okay, I am coming into your space. You cannot touch me. Oh. All right. You can touch that flashlight, though, if you want. Oh, it turned the flashlight off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. It was nice and bright when I sat it down on the table.
Okay, Savannah, how many things are on for you?
Can you turn that flashlight back on again? And tap the bell at the same time? That'd be so sick. Or one or the other.
Are you reading that like once I go under?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you say under?
I just turned the flashlight on.
And I know I'm supposed to sit down, cover my eyes,
She
whatever.
she turns the opposite direction
I
and
just
stands.
I face a wall and just stand there. So where do you want me to go?
Into the portal room.
There's a chair right next to her.
She gonna sit in the haunted chair?
No, I'm gonna stand.
So I'd take a hair back, or
Where do you want to put this?
you can turn it off for now.
Okay. Is here okay?
Yeah. Hold that real quick for me.
Sure.
Okay, so she's
hold it.
under.
Since you guys are going to be recording, I'll do it.
Thanks, bud.
All right, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Think again.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Reading.
For thine is the
already.
kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Knock it off.
Okay, so you didn't like that.
Ooh, growl.
Yes.
Did not like that.
Do you want me to read some more religious? I could sing you a hymn.
Here's the thing. She cannot hear us.
Savannah, you're an idiot. See? You can hear how loud it is. Like you can
Finish
hear,
it.
You can hear. Already did. If you can make a device go off, or tell me the color of my hat, I'll sing you a hymn. The flashlight just came
It's
on.
mine.
What's yours?
There's like a weird, creepy woman's laugh.
Okay. Well, I did say you set something off.
I'm violent.
Oh, that's cute.
They just tweaked the SLS.
Oh, the SOS.
They just tweaked it.
Like you mean it moved?
Yeah.
Oh, it is moving. It's actually like it's physically
And
moving.
this is cranked down tight.
I saw it getting touched. It was literally moving.
And that's recording on the camera over my head.
Did you just move our camera?
Might as well.
Oh,
He's a good one.
who's a good one?
Hey, I'm going to sing you a little bit of your hymn now, since you made things happen.
That's
Gonna sing for us?
Sure. It's been a minute. Whoa,
That was me.
friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry.
Clearly.
I think you're pissing it off.
That's what I'm trying to do. To the Lord.
You shouldn't be here.
Prayer. Oh, what peace we are.
I'm serious.
For fear.
Where's Mike?
Who the hell's Mike?
No, we don't have a mic.
Is this Mike? Somebody?
He's in this house.
Mike is in this house.
Where is he?
If there's a mic in the house, turn off the flashlight.
Willow.
Wait, is he buried by the tree?
He answers to me.
Oh, there's a willow tree outside?
He answers to me.
Oh, the flashlight turned off too.
Dang, it was a plantation.
Oh, there
That's
was.
the agreement.
Slaves. Was Mike a slave?
Wait, maybe Marvin was a plantation owner.
Oh, shit.
And that's where this... I mean, you gotta be evil.
A man's voice said Colleen.
Colleen.
Isn't that-
Colleen's
That's the lady that died in the fire.
Look, there's a name Colleen on here. See, Colleen, she is one of our favorites. And she is usually found in the kitchen. She has been described by spirit mediums as a countrywoman.
I met him.
I think you're onto something about the plantation.
Marvin, are you the head entity here now?
Some things. You get used to it.
For any other entity that can hear my voice, is Marvin the person in charge?
Yeah.
Is this a video?
That's it, yeah.
Yes.
That was clear as day. Yeah.
That wasn't you that said that?
No, that was the portal.
The spirit box. Yeah, it said yeah.
Yeah.
It said it again.
Oh.
What the heck?
That was the same voice, but in a different
grounded.
pitch. Who's grounded?
So did Marvin own the plantation here?
1907.
There was slavery in 1907. No,
Here,
there
It was
wasn't.
closed in 1865.
When
You're
I
right.
died.
1907 was when they died.
Oh, gotcha.
Who
Okay.
died in
This year.
Yeah, after the
Who
Civil
died
War.
in 1907?
What year is it?
It's 2024 for us. What year is it for you?
No.
It's not 2024 for them.
I'm living.
Are you alive in your time? You're not crazy. If you're hearing my
Are
voice,
you okay?
I'm also not crazy. But I'm.
Bank robbery.
Oh, snap.
What about a bank robbery?
For $1.
They robbed a bank for $1?
It's not. Doesn't seem very
To be
worthwhile.
put in jail. For fun.
They
I
robbed
wanted to be put in jail for fun.
I'm in the old
She's-
jail.
I think she just got touched.
Oh, the old jail in St. Augustine. You okay?
I thought you guys were messing with me pulling on my hair.
No,
Someone was messing with your hair?
I
Yeah,
thought
no.
it was one of you messing with me pulling on my
Oh,
hair.
we're like 12 feet away from you. Oh, there's something there.
That's Jack.
Can you lift up her hair? Oh! You can touch the
Might
flashlight.
be Jack. Jack, if this is you, turn off the flashlight. Oh boy.
Who's Jack?
He's the guy that hung himself. He's a pervert.
Oh, he touches women.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I read that.
How many spirits are in the room with us right now?
Her?
Can you see her? It sounds like a mm-hmm.
I did. I heard that too.
Are you there?
How old?
I'm 25. How old are you? Well, she's 25 too. We're both 25.
24.
Hey, y'all young. I'm 42.
It's okay, Omar.
That's crazy. I'm
Me?
almost half your age.
You mean double?
Again?
I'm half your age. I'm
Tell
gonna say
her.
y'all are half my age.
Tell her what? She ain't interested in you.
Blue light.
Oh, you see the blue light that's going up?
What does that thing do again?
It's
Sound.
voices. So if we make a noise such as a clap or something.
Help her.
I don't think that was your voice. Can you do that again? Yeah, that was. Never mind.
Whoa.
What the hell?
That sounded like almost what you did.
Jake.
Jake.
From State Farm?
Leave.
So we're calling out to Marvin. We believe Marvin to be someone that's. I mean, if you own people, that's pretty.
He's always here.
He's always here.
Marvin's always here. Well,
Has
where-
he run off some of the other spirits? Is Marvin the shadow they see by
Smash them.
Is Marvin by
The
the back?
windows.
I'll smash the windows.
I thought I heard something out on the porch.
You.
Do we need to set something up in the bathroom?
I hear the toilet's haunted. And it wasn't after I
bad
No,
sat
I
on it.
can't.
We can put another,
It'll work.
put a rum master in the bathroom like the one in Zach's video.
Okay. Yeah, the same
Or to
one
see
that
if
got
it'll
that.
see if it'll get fried.
Are you the one that zapped the equipment in the bathroom?
Marvin.
Marvin?
Oh my gosh.
This is intelligent.
So Marvin, you can hear my voice right now. What year is it for you?
That was his voice.
Can you tell me what year it is?
Okay.
What's the matter?
She's done.
My head hurts.
All right, you did really good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anything?
So the last thing that we got was actually pretty cool because I asked, "Are you the one that messed up the piece of equipment in the bathroom?" And you said Marvin, almost like. But what we kind of think is Marvin was somehow associated to the plantation here, and I think he might have been.
Yeah.
We've had it confirmed quite a bit about that, so I'm wondering if he was the one that was responsible for the lynchings or something regarding that.
Possibly. I'll have to
Because it would take a pretty evil person to kind of.
Men.
To do that.
Men.
So I think that might be what we have going on here.
Possibly. He was an evil person, a slave owner.
Ooh, I just got a really.
I think it's
Things.
Air
Kicked out. Okay.
I literally swore that one of you were pulling on my hair.
Whoa.
So, I'm tempted to look up right now to see what the plantation owners' names were.
Yeah, I mean, or he worked for somebody that, that's the thing is, I wonder if we can find any kind of tie with the plantation to Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
Or Marvin maybe could have just been an alias.
Possibly. Let me look.
Jess.
Okay, now that thing's going nuts.
Jess.
Trail.
Trail.
Veer.
What was that?
What was what?
It was
I
like
heard
a
something there.
That was from the portal.
Yeah, it came from that spirit box thing.
Channeling.
channeling. That's what you just did.
Yeah.
Trade.
Oh yeah, like slave trade.
So, cows. Did you trade cattle?
Trade cows.
Kentucky.
Ooh, Kentucky.
Did
Wait.
you take?
Plastic.
Oh, the flashlight's on in there.
I wonder if they were some kind of.
Trade.
So Kentucky was one of those like split states back in the day.
Yeah. So during
Yeah.
the Confederacy, that's where
Yeah.
you have Union and Confederates kind of ebbing and flowing.
Towards the southern part of Kentucky, there was slave owners, and like the northern part, of course. It's funny. My dad was actually talking to me about that today, about Kentucky, and Kentucky came up.
That is
It was
weird.
literally like a couple hours ago, because he's a teacher. So I don't know if he. Tennessee, that's your state right there.
Tennessee, that is where we're
So,
from.
I don't have the answers from Marvin. That is a good theory.
A Tennessee female.
Oh, what?
Are you messing? Are you messing with us right now?
Mine.
Might be, or it might.
What is MITE?
MITE is like a bug.
Like a
You're thinking of
Dust
MITHT.
Steven?
Who's Steven?
Who's Steven?
Knife.
Only Steve I know is from Ghost Hunters.
Knife?
Kitselves?
Tally.
There's a really cool Hearst cement. Is there any cement here? Maybe there's some bodies buried beneath it.
71 years.
71 years.
This thing's pretty cool.
Every time that goes up, I need to get myself one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say I am not like political, or I'm not into like politics.
He's making a statement.
Like
Make it into both
I'm being
cameras.
for real. I just thought that was interesting because the Kentucky thing came
This
up.
is his PSA. of
I
the
do
day.
like history. I love history.
History's interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, look, statement. It just said statement.
And you're making a statement.
Kurt cut? What the hell is a Kurt cut? And then I said might.
Oh, that's a different.
Faster.
Faster, that's what she said.
Okay, let's put a piece of equipment in the bathroom.
Thomas.
You got the rim mat?
Tom.
Tom.
Big Tom.
Tommy too.
Big Tom Callahan.
Cleansing.
Cleansing.
Pride.
I don't know. I just feel like Marvin.
Body?
Body.
Because there's not really any negative history associated
Prayer.
with this house. I did do a prayer.
Why is this thing that keeps spitting out stuff? Like it's,
Showers.
it wasn't going off like this before.
Vest.
We can turn the sensitivity down a hair.
What is
Yeah,
it
I
on?
would say just sub 50.
Main.
High.
I or high.
Okay,
My
we're
battery's
gonna put,
getting drained like big time on
we're
this.
putting a piece of equipment in his bathroom for you to interact with.
Alright, that was pretty interesting. I have this device that I can add to this that increases the battery. Going into the haunted bathroom?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Hey, Omar, come hold it for me real quick.
Hold what?
His hand.
Okay, we got a music box, and then you have the Rim Master.
Just switch it on and it's good.
Alright. So this is the device that Zach was using in his video.
battery.
Yeah, the bell just.
Battery. Okay, there we go.
So Zach put this in the bathroom and it completely zapped. So I'm
We'll see.
curious to see if it's picked anything up in here. We'll leave those in there.
Is it like calibrating or anything?
No, there's no calibration. You flick it on, it's hot.
Hmm.
Do you just turn it off and on again?
Yeah.
And that's brand new. Hold on.
My camera just did some funky shit.
Can you make that stop, please?
It's like it literally just froze. Oh, here we go.
The bell just went off.
The bell did just go on.
Let me test something really quick.
Okay, it's still recording. That was really weird. I thought I lost my camera
Okay.
for a brief
Probably
second.
what happened, there's probably a conduit in the wall right
Or
here.
is
Yeah,
it
that's
because
what I
our
thought.
phones are plugged in right there?
No, it
No.
will not detect such as if I pull out my phone here.
My phone has been here charging for hours, and it went down in charge, which was weird. So
It could
Will
also
you hand
be.
me one of your K2s?
Sure.
So this is something that I normally do before I investigate. I just didn't do it today. Is I do preliminary readings where I just do a quick breeze to see if anything will register. Which this is where we were getting that thing going off, and now it's.
I could put it back over there, it doesn't go up.
just put that K2 over the toilet.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about this
That area.
because I'm even. None of these are registering anything.
What that one is?
Oh
Isn't that the machine that got fried?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. In that bathroom.
It must really like it.
That's weird. But if we move it here, oh, what's underneath here?
Back to the myth bus.
Can open
The bell
it.
went off again. Let's try this.
No, stop.
This is me.
Yeah, see, you won't. That's not doing anything.
Why is that side?
Maybe there's something behind the wall.
Oh,
Maybe that's thing gonna go off.
okay. So let's look. There must be. You know what I think this is? Where's the plug at on that side of the wall?
Good point.
There's no plug.
Right down there.
Oh, it's down here.
It could just, like I said, a conduit.
So I think that's what we're getting right here.
Nah, it's like a whole foot away from there.
No, there's
No, in the wall. I mean,
Maybe.
because the electric has to run straight into the wall. So that's why it's interfering, and that's why these are getting. See, even this one's registering. So it's the electrical components in the wall are what's causing this.
I don't think there's electricity behind
Bell
that
went off
though.
again.
Well, no, there has to be because there's a plug right there.
Yeah, but it could be
Well, so-
running. It's gonna be running this way, like up, because it's gonna be where that switch is.
Well, it also, yeah, but
Like you're over here on this side. I don't think there's electricity right there, unless it's.
Yeah.
Oh, that said yeah. It like literally copied your voice.
They do that here. They will mimic voices.
That-
Okay, now it has.
That was weird.
That was really weird. Huh.
Just wait until it's your actual voice. Which
Can you copy my voice right now? No. I said no. Why not? Copy my voice. Just did a little bit ago. That was cool. Hello. Copy my voice. It's actually kind of terrifying. It's funny that Oculus thing isn't going off anymore. Oh, God.
no.
Sorry, a little jumpy right now. It's cold over here, too.
Can you tell us your name?
We're calling upon Marvin. We really want to speak to Marvin. We feel like you have some sort of association to the plantation that was here. Was that a laugh?
Kind of sounded like a laugh.
Or maybe its name is not Marvin at all.
Maybe that's just what it's given us.
Pretending to be something.
Were you responsible for the misfortunes that came to those people here? What was that?
I heard some.
It's like a.
Yeah, that's the thermostat.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what the hell was that?
What? What'd you catch?
Come take a look at this ghost order. This is not dust. This just happened. This is when we're still upstairs.
Wait, I saw something go around the table.
Yeah. So that's the one I was pointing out. You'll see it just appear out of thin air.
Whoa! And
Oh, I see it.
Whoa.
Nice.
And it just disappears on the ground.
Wow. That was right now.
And then you see the light flash, the flashlight flash in the room. Look at that. So it comes from bottom all the way around.
I don't like this mouse.
Yeah.
It's right at the very beginning of the blue. It's exactly.
Nice.
That's crazy.
It slows down and it speeds back up.
Huh. That is weird.
It's almost, maybe we should go sit at the table. Because it like surrounded the table almost.
Yeah.
Bell went up. Okay, we'll sit by the table.
That was one of the weirder ghost stories I've seen.
So you said you guys used to do like seances in here?
Mm-hmm. It was normally just a Halloween thing, as we just didn't want to have a constant seance. Just practically speaking, we didn't want to invite something bad in, even though we do use vetted mediums and everything. But recently we stopped, not 100% sure why, but we just stopped offering the seances. So, yeah.
Want to do seance? I'm just kidding. Oh.
If Marvin wants it, I don't think so.
I think Marvin wants a seance.
Marvin, would you like my soul?
I think I'll be in the car if you want to.
Oh, it wants
What did
your
that just
soul.
say?
Yeah.
It said yeah? What the
I heard the
hell?
bell go off
At
too.
the same exact time. And the flashlight went off too.
What do I get if you take my soul?
Klondike bar.
Is that a laugh?
It sounded like a laugh.
Sounded like it.
I mean, for the right price, I'm willing.
Never.
Never sell my soul.
Do not say that.
Your soul don't even belong to you.
Don't say that. That's not funny. He plays too much.
How many subs can you give me next year?
Oh my god.
Million subs for my soul. Oh, not me. My soul belongs to God.
Agreed.
Get in here.
All right, Marvin, are you the one that scratched John over here before? Do you have the power to physically touch us? Okay. Well, you can come touch me.
Marvin, did you pull on my hair earlier?
Did not.
Didn't. Yeah, I heard like didn't or did not.
That's most likely Jeff. They want to keep this flashlight on.
Do you have any regrets for what you did when you were alive?
I
I
did.
heard I did, or yeah.
I heard I did.
Yeah. I did.
Is that what haunts you now in the afterlife? Is your actions as a living person?
It wasn't the same voice.
Do you regret hurting those innocent people? Maybe that's where the anger comes from. It's just like
A place of
guilt.
guilt.
But why is he taking it out on people?
Well, the thing is we don't. Maybe that's his way of like trying to reach out, but it comes across as
Being violent.
violence.
Yeah.
Like, because we're assuming that they know exactly how to touch us gently or make a piece of equipment go off. But what if this whole time he's just trying to have someone to talk him through this guilt for what he did? And it's coming across as evil or malevolent because he just doesn't know how to control that energy.
Or he could just be angry. Like people that deal with guilt and traumatic experiences sometimes are just angry.
They become bullies.
Yeah, you know, he could just be.
Are you
like an
looking for
angry
people
person.
to talk you through kind of what happened and have an outlet for you to speak with?
That was in the bathroom.
What
That
was in the
room
bathroom?
master.
Was it?
It went off?
I just heard it go off.
I forgot we had anything in there.
Oh, I heard it. I did.
That's right next to the sink.
Okay. You can come talk to us, Marvin. You know, I think forgiveness is something that you can find even in the next life. Is that what keeps you here, is your guilt? The Rim Master. I think that's what it is.
Whenever you were doing like the Christian song, Savannah didn't get to hear it, but like it was really triggering something. Like that light was going off, that bell kept ringing over and over again. Like it was almost like it either liked it or didn't like it.
Were you singing?
Well, maybe that's the confusion with the religious stuff, right?
Possibly.
Because you said it doesn't like religious stuff, but what if that is the activity?
Maybe it likes it.
Maybe it's trying to find that salvation.
But why would it say stop it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, because you were saying,
it.
stop
You don't know
it.
what
You
you're
don't
doing.
belong here.
Oh, did I say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, think about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right? You've got like every one of us have two wolves, and the one you feed is the one that comes out, right? But think about this area historically of all the people that died in the name of religion. Some died fighting for one particular religion. Some died fighting for the other particular.
Mm-hmm.
And they were literally massacred over who they thought was right.
Is that where a lot of the deaths on that river and
Yeah.
St. Augustine came?
The ones that
Are
weren't,
from that.
the ones that would not convert to Catholicism were killed.
Yep.
Wow.
So think about how much religious persecution has taken place in the very vicinity that we're in. And
Yeah, literally.
It's no
just
wonder-
just in this city.
that, religious themes have such a reaction.
Yeah, spark activity so much.
Because, and the other thing is we can't see.
Dang.
Ooh, what's happening to the SLS?
It fell asleep.
No, it's like pulsing on that chair.
Oh, it is.
I saw it too. It looks like there's something
does
on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's trying to read.
So Marvin, are we on the right track here? Are you looking for salvation in your life now?
But at the same time, it could also be like, that's definitely what I'm trying to do. Just try to.
What if that Marvin is that ancient spirit and it just kind of goes back and forth? Like, I feel like whatever is here is probably connected to the 1500s.
Well, here's the other thing, right? Think about somebody that suffers from bipolarity and nowadays.
Yeah.
One day they could be super stable, right? And then all of a sudden something triggers that and they switch to a completely different person. I still think certain ailments and personality factors can carry over into the next life just the same as they are here. So it's like, I've seen it in the past where something comes through one way and then it comes through another way. That's the.
Seeing something over by the equipment on the thing.
Do you want me to sing you another hymn?
What happened?
I did.
I did.
What'd you do?
Something was right here. It wasn't the car outside.
No, that was something other than the.
I heard something, but I thought it was you moving. But it was before you moved.
There was a car turning outside. I heard that, but there's also something right here that Oh,
What was there?
The one in the bathroom just went off again too.
You want me to sing you another hymn?
I don't want to say that I 100% say I felt or heard something. It could have just been a figment of my imagination on edge.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt like there was something right there. Because I keep seeing something over by the equipment on the cabinet.
Room master just hit. This one just hit. It's almost like something's like pacing.
They do run up and down the hallway.
You know how we're like sitting here in our world, like
That was me moving, I think.
like
No.
what if there's like just people watching us right now, like just tons of like spirits just like right here. I don't know. Just like there's one standing over there, there's one over there messing with that bell. Like this is just
Well, and what if they can hear us? Or like, think about the people that are like gifted in our time that say they can see spirits.
yeah.
What if there's people in their realm that can see us, but only some people can hear us? So like, think about when you go to a haunted location. What if you are part of what's causing the haunting because someone from the past interacts with you in the future as a ghost in their timeline? So then the history is passed along that that place has been haunted, and you are the haunting that's causing it. Because we're going to these places because someone tells us they're haunted, but we're causing the haunting 50 years previously to us stepping in the building. I've talked to my buddy Stephen Dillon about that, and the experiences I've had of talking to something that's ahead of our timeline make me believe that we're interacting with layers of time
Yeah.
at the same moment in the same place.
I'm open to that.
And
Yeah.
you said Stevenson, or Steven, right?
Stephen Dillon.
Yeah, that came through the
That came from the
box.
portal.
Yeah.
The polterscript thing that you're holding.
Yeah, earlier Steven came up on that.
That's a valid theory, though.
Well, and that's what's crazy is like, what if they're hearing us moving in the bathroom, hearing us moving in this house? They think it's a ghost, but it's us just hunting the ghost.
It can, or it can't.
Is there anyone gifted here that can physically see us or hear us? If you can see us, can you tell me how many people are in the room with me at this table? Okay, I'm going to count, and I would like for you to set off a piece of equipment on the number that you correlate to the amount of people in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4. The room master.
It's been going out the whole time.
Has it?
Yes.
Yeah, when you said 3, it went off too.
The entire time you were talking, it seemed the numbers was going off.
The portal did go off though after you said 4, but it went off also when you said 3.
Well, are they counting just us or also?
Well, and here's the other thing. What if they're seeing a different timeline at the same time? And that's what's crazy. It's like we put this equipment out because we're looking for energy fields and different changes that are occurring in an environment, but we don't know what they're seeing. And something I have found is usually when I'm communicating through a spirit box, I ask them how they're hearing me, and a lot of times I hear radio. Almost like they're listening to the radio in the house. And
They're
all of a
probably
sudden
listening to the same thing.
You're getting like a voice coming through that's
Through
not the radio.
Yeah, and you're like, what? Who is this
Yeah.
talking to me?
Because if you think about sound, like technically speaking, unless there's something to physically stop vibration of sound waves, it can just carry on.
You ever seen the movie Frequency?
No.
No.
Excellent movie. So this guy gets this radio and he starts communicating with his son in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And his son lost his dad, of course. And he puts like the 2 and 2 together because he's thinking that he's communicating with just some random guy with his dad's old CB radio, but it was like a frequency that was connecting him to the past.
Oh, wow.
And he was able to keep his dad alive because his dad died from like lung cancer or something.
Yeah.
But then something that he did changed the timeline, and his mom ended up dying in the future. And they were trying to like piece it together. Supposedly his mom was a nurse, and she was taking care of like this serial killer that went on this spree of killing nurses. But his dad doing something in the past
prevented
that, but something that the son did in the future made it where his mom ended up dying.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really good movie. Excellent movie. You should watch it. But
Spoiler alert, he just gave you the whole plot.
Well, no, there's a lot more to that. There's a lot more to that, but it's crazy that you mentioned that. You know, what if we are communicating through layers of time using the same equipment?
I always seem to feel like that's more feasible than thinking.
Well, and this is the way I like to explain it to people, for people to really grasp.
Gotta be
what
open-minded.
I'm portraying is, think about a dog. A dog could be outside of this house right now and hear everything that's going on in here, because the instruments in which they were hearing are a lot better than ours. But we could be outside of this house and not have any idea of what's going on inside. Does that mean that the information isn't present, or does that mean that the information isn't present to us because we don't have an instrument to pick it up?
Right.
So the information's there, we just don't have the ability to get it
Physically.
So we don't know what they're communicating with if they are in front of us,
Just of hate.
if they are talking to us. Because for our time, it's, well, unless there's like some like government Area 51 like secret technology. But for us, there's not a way for us to like control those variables of opening these windows of communication to the past or future.
It's definitely weird.
I know it does seem like it's gotten a lot like calmer in here.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
It's like
Up and down, up and down. So this is usually about when they get quiet for my midnight tour as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it tracks.
Which that's also a weird component, is how cyclical it seems to be in locations.
Yeah, but that being said, it's kind of randomized here, where sometimes my earlier tour at 7 o'clock is just crazy off the walls action, and then my midnight's nothing. It's just story time around the table. Those nights suck.
Hey, we've had quite a bit.
Yeah, no, we did. Wow.
Now, we're going to have to leave soon. Is there anything else that you want to tell us? Do you want to give us a last-ditch effort of some energy to let us know that we need to stay? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, we can stay a little bit longer.
Have you ever heard those bells go off like crazy, like ding, 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 ding?
It has
It
before,
has,
but
yeah.
sometimes it means the battery's dying.
Okay.
But I have had, like, can you hit it twice and it'll ding, ding?
Which is cool.
Can you hit it twice? It went 3 times earlier. It went ding, ding, ding.
Dinner.
I forgot what we were talking about when it went off 3 times.
I forgot too. It was something interesting.
Yeah, usually 3s are not a good thing.
It was something about, I think it was something about politics, like Democrats and Republicans and Kentucky. And when we were talking
Cattle.
about that, it was about cows.
We've been getting a farmer here lately.
It's funny because I'm a farmer. I have cows at home. Lily, Mona, Rena. Those are my cows. You can't eat them though. Unless, you know, the underworld happens. Then I'm making
That's
beef
its
jerky.
preface.
Who's going first?
Mona.
Why?
Oh, she's a bitch.
Wow.
She
You
is
heard it here
mean.
First.
I love Mona, but she's mean. She's a mean cow.
Let the record show he loves Mona. But he
Lily and Rena though, those are my babies. I'd never eat them, even if I was starving. But
I'm gonna tell Mona that.
oh, go ahead.
That's the same word, but
Yeah.
male and female.
I'm
Like,
kidding.
I think it said leave. Male and
I
female.
would eat Mona.
Okay, you want me to sing you another hymn?
I'm telling you, you're gonna piss it off again.
Might start from activity.
Oh,
I think that's me moving.
You shouldn't be.
That's more if you're like close to it.
Yeah. But the yellow got real bright when you moved away from it, which is...
That wasn't going off for a while too.
all right. You ready, Savannah?
For what?
See if
Oh,
we
are
can-
you gonna
see if we
sing?
can
Claudia's got a pretty dope voice.
agitate him.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear The starry crown, good Lord, show me the way.
No!
No.
It said no.
Oh, brothers, let's go down, won't you come on down? Oh, brothers, let's go down to the river to pray. That was cool.
That was cool. Like, no.
That's usually the voice of Harper Toxin.
I have a question. Have you ever had anybody just sit here and actually pray?
Yes.
And anything?
Hi.
Did anything strange happen?
Not really. It really depends on the type of mood of the entire group.
Okay.
I have had one lady, she was actually around Christmas time, comes in the house. She was ranting and raving how this was demonically haunting and all this other stuff, and she's doing a whole biblical prayer. And the house is going nuts. They did
Really?
not like her, period. And good reason, too, because she smudged the house without me knowing.
She smudged it?
I wonder if that. So, did Marvin show up after that?
We usually start picking him up in about late July, early February, was when Tommy was the one that started figuring him out. Because right afterwards, the house was absolutely quiet for about 3 weeks until we found the old burnt smudge stick.
So she smudged the house without your knowledge?
Yep.
Maybe she summoned something by doing that.
The lady was crazy. She was outside, right beside the house with a cross Bible.
Well, so the reason I do hymns is because essentially hymns are like prayers.
Yeah.
But there's more energy behind it. And I feel like song is more connected. Like, I have a playlist for when I'm having a good day, bad day. There's always music that I incorporate into my life according to what's going on. And I feel like if I died, music would be the trigger that would bring me back. And, like, think about when people are on their deathbed or, like, they're in a coma. A lot of people will play music that they recognize or the person liked because sometimes that's like a trigger point that kind of brings you back too. So I feel like music has such a play in our lives and so many people just don't utilize it. And, like, especially for me, if I sing it, then YouTube can't. They can't
Copyright yet? Oh.
Hey, they know the rule.
I think something here likes your singing and music and something doesn't. It's like a conflicting situation, which is proof that there are more than one spirit here. I mean, that's...
Yeah, and it's weird how they can occupy the same space but be on, like, different levels of
Energy.
yeah, and what their existence is based around.
Does seem like it has gotten a little more quiet, though.
Tends to do that.
Yeah.
Ringmaster. What you want me to sing something that's not religious?
What the heck was
That was almost like a hiss.
No. Did I say no?
Did you guys get pissed with the lady trying to move you from the house?
I thought my name came up right now. That was weird.
It almost feels like the table's vibrating. Are you moving?
No.
We do get a train that comes around here around midnight.
Around noon, midnight?
Same
Noon,
thing.
midnight.
It's been a long day.
You're
This is
doing
my day.
doing great, man.
But usually there is about a midnight train that rolls about 2 miles down the road. You'll hear it very distantly and the house shakes a little.
So if we're sleeping in the middle of the night, it's not Jesus coming.
No.
Isn't
It's a
it
train.
Midnight Train a song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's a bunch of songs with midnight train.
Oh.
Actually, I think I might be thinking about Crazy Train.
Or am I thinking about Long Black Train?
There's a long
Yeah.
black train. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me or is the laser grid dying?
Could be. Yeah, those green dots ain't very green no more.
Oh. I'm not sure when the batteries changed last. Then if it is dying. So I'm just gonna...
Ding.
I'll change that when we're done. Nugget?
I don't know, it just doesn't feel as electric as it did. Maybe they're running out of
Or they're just tired of us
Juice.
already.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what it takes to interact with this stuff. Like, I don't know what the number is, like on a battery meter. Like, hey, what does it take for you to hit this bell?
But we're still getting very intelligent stuff when they want to interact.
So supposedly there's a spirit here that will squeeze your nuts.
Has it happened
Omar's
yet?
been looking for the nut squeezer. The bride, right?
Is the nut squeezer here? Or the nut cupper?
Some people pay money for that.
So that happened to you, right?
Mm-hmm. On a live stream.
Supposedly something touched him and was liking him, and he's kind of like, hey, you need to back off. I'm taking, don't mess with me. And then it did one of these after.
Tight squeeze.
I've never heard
Yeah.
that. You know, I've heard a lot of stories, but I've never heard of a nut squeeze.
Nut squeeze ghost.
Yeah.
The ball fondler.
Can you come squeeze Kalani's nuts real
Can
quick?
you come fondle my...
Okay. That's a different platform.
Start up on OnlyFans.
I had one for a little bit.
There's this animated movie called The Nut Job.
Oh, I've seen that.
I feel like you should follow up with.
It was a joke.
There were jokes.
I didn't post
posted
my
on
butthole
there.
on there. or anything.
No.
Wait, you really did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, okay, I had an OnlyFans for like a month. And the first video was dropping a huge load in my living room. And it was me holding a basket of laundry, just dropping it on the ground. But people paid to watch the video because
Really?
they thought it was something else. Because it doesn't show you what the video is, it just gives you the title.
Dropping
Just a drop.
today.
So I had a lot of angry people.
Eating meat was another one.
And then I had another one, I've never had this much meat in my mouth.
Yeah.
And it was just me eating a hot dog.
Remember the one in the bathtub where the water
Bathroom
was shooting?
bathroom playtime, and it was just me putting my finger in a jacuzzi tub, laying like really low, and it's just my head up top, and it's just like shooting straight up.
Bro, what's your OnlyFans? I want to follow it.
I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I think you got rid of it, didn't you?
Yeah, people got the wrong idea.
I think they got the right idea.
Somebody goes,
I like
my
that clickbait.
husband
It's
started
funny.
asking questions because I had OnlyFans showing up on our bank statement.
Oh no.
Hey, how much money did you make off that?
Not,
$500.
Not much.
Really?
but-
Yeah.
I wanna
was
make
actually
$500.
surprised how many people wanted to see my butthole.
What the hell?
The internet's a beautiful place.
Hey, so, I mean, it's clean. Well, maybe not right now, but normally.
I mean, you did just have Panda Express, so.
This is true.
It's true.
And we've been hunting ghosts.
The flashlight just came out.
Well, we're gonna have to wrap up. So, can you give us one big final goodbye?
Maybe the nut squeeze will be the final goodbye.
Oh man, that'd be bad.
Ring the bell one more time for us. Tell us goodbye, and we'll leave you alone for the rest of the night.
Yes, sir.
I hear the rim master. I hear you in the bathroom, but I need you to move into the portal room and hit the bell. That's not the bell.
Okay. That was weird.
It'll hit the bell.
Please just hit the bell one more time.
If they should like and subscribe and ring that bell, ring the bell.
Yeah, guys, make sure you go like, subscribe, comment, share this out with 20 friends. I'll give you $5,000 on a Visa gift card.
In Minecraft.
It's being for real.
In 20 years.
Maybe they're not gonna ring the bell.
Please just ring the bell.
They're like, I've done enough tricks for you tonight.
They don't like being.
I think we took all their energy.
Think about how tired we get from just filming these.
Oh, rung the bell. Right when I got up. Hold on, let's see if it'll ring the bell again. All right.
When we're starting to pack up, it's going to get active again, I'm telling you.
Can you ring the bell? You've been pretty quiet. That light, the flashlight just went off as I was approaching. Can you hit that bell again? I think we depleted a lot of their energy. They were doing a lot.
Oh,
We got
there
one
you
more.
go.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and I feel like we've gotten something out of this. I mean, like, it feels like we kind of made a few strides in figuring out who Marvin is and what he's doing here.
It's like a shape of a woman.
And for those at home, this is just an
It's
average
kind of
night.
weird.
This is just an average night here.
And you did have a night like
If
this
you come to
too?
St. Augustine for a vacation, you can come investigate in here They do tours here, and you guys can use all the Paraforce equipment,
Yeah.
things like the Polter script, and music boxes. So come
Neat
check them
place.
out. Again, huge thanks to Ghost Augustine for letting me and Omar come in, and
Huge things. What he said right now. Yes.
What am I, chopped liver?
Savannah.
Oh, and Savannah.
Thanks, Savannah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Would you like to say anything to the camera, Savannah?
I'm gonna take a big nap in the car while Connie drives.
We got a long
We got a
drive.
long drive. All right, appreciate it, John.
Yeah, huge shout to John too. And what's the other dude's name that's very knowledgeable?
Tommy.
Tommy. There's another dude too.
Jonas?
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed.
Yeah, big shout out to Mr. Ed, and of course our boy Zach.
And
Yeah.
Zach.
He was the first ever YouTuber.
Yeah, we're the second ones.
That's
He
right.
was the first.
So, yeah. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
All right, cool.
The whole time I couldn't see with that.
It's so bright.
Well, not only that, the smudges on my glasses.
Oh,
Yeah, this
yeah.
is only on 10%.
And I'm like, yeah, I can see you guys.
Okay, what equipment is ours and what is theirs?
You know what's crazy, man? It's like I feel so drained right now.
I'm tired.
That's what I was saying to you, like,
wide awake.
like how much energy it takes for us to film.
Oh yeah.
Imagine how much energy it takes for them to communicate. You know what
Probably
I'm
so
saying?
much worse.
I
Yeah.
mean, you guys
Or I
need
would
to get a
assume, I
Death Wish
guess.
coffee sponsorship.
Oh, you can't yawn yet. We're not even.
Oh god, I'm yawning a lot. This is what this room looks like in bright light, I guess. Is this supposed to have like a ghost or something in it?
Yeah, so that's called spirit photography. It was a thing that they did back with graphic photography.
Like right here. I could see it more on my camera than I can with the naked eye.
I can turn on the main lights if you want to see it.
Okay, you can see it better with the light on. Oh yeah, wow.
So that was Victorian era. It's basically the early version of Photoshop.
Victorian spirit photography was a form of photography that emerged. What? Alright, so we just made it out of the Dixie house. Luckily alive here at Tesla supercharging station because I had to make the drive all the way from where I live. It's a couple hours away. It's not too far. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're also subscribed to my boy Kalani. Thank you so much for spending your day with me, spending time with me here on the video. Love you so much before you leave. Give me kiss.